Hi guys, I'm Phil.
And I'm Gaz.
Today I'm going to be removing the door, repairing the hinges and refitting the door ready for cutting the heater channel out.
And I'm going to be trying to tack together the front end of my car with the new panels I got from Volkzo.
My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Right, so the two lower bolts aren't moving, so I'm going to cut the bolts from the back off because I've got another plate, another bottom door filler with bolt holes in anyway. So
My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the.
what I did was, if I can find the other door filler, I'll show you. Inside of the door bit, the door hinge goes through here and then the bolts come through and go through these plates here. What I did then, these were stuck, so I run a grinding blade through there and there on the old one. Obviously I don't need this part because I've got this one to put back in, but I'll have to buy new door mounting bolts from VW Heritage or wherever you want to get them from. And bolt specialist or anything like that. But all it's doing, the slice in the back of the bolt has done is gave it some heat and loosened it so that I can undo it. You can see here the whole plate's just coming loose now. So obviously I can't use the nuts anymore. The backing plate's getting replaced anyway, but it just makes it a lot easier to get the hinge out. So fiddling around with all the rust, it's all closed. So you see I've cut right through the bolt just there. Just freeze the thread off. And now I've got the door off so I can get the rest of the hinges up. Right, what's that? All up to the pile. Because the top of the bolt looks pretty rusty on this. Let's see if you can see. The top of the inside thread of the bolts look pretty rusty in it. So I've just cut through and then chiseled it off. And then the underside. Pull the rubber out of the way. Spin the bolt, keep the bracket, clean up, and I'll reuse them. Keep the cost down, put some rust treatment on and reuse the special washers for the floor pan. I'll do the same all the way across. Oh, we have a little update on the GT.
Perfect fit. It's
Test fit in the front end with tack welds, and he's managed to get it perfect on the first go.
I mean, the wings will push in when I tack on the inner wings there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Coming along great now, guys.
First time I fitted it, when I just mocked it, this was really low, wasn't it? And the bottom didn't close over it. Now, cap at the top is just about perfect. Obviously it's sat down because the hinges aren't there.
Looks good.
It does.
So Gaz has had to recut out his heater channels, the last video that we updated you on. As when he put the body back on the chassis, it didn't line up. So he tack welded the heater channels back in place, and he didn't want to weld them in properly till the front end had turned up. Front end's come, we put it back on the body. You lined it all up now, haven't you? So
Yeah. I'm going to put the left door on as well, just to make sure all that lined up, because as I'm moving the front end around, I'm also moving the door pillars. So I'll get that door in. I'll get the front wings on to make sure all the bolt holes here line up with the bolt holes here. And then I'll stand back and
admire
be
it for a
really
bit.
proud of myself. It's like a car again.
Yeah, so a long awaited front end is finally here and starting to get tacked into place.
I'm going to throw a few tacks on this before I put the door on, just to stop anything moving out of alignment, but I am literally just going to put a little spot of weld in each place so that if I need to take it off and move it, I can just get a chisel, knock it off
Without damaging your new panels.
without damaging anything.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to remove the rear wheel arch now to give me access to the last bit of the heater channel. Really simple to remove the wheel arches. They're just 13mm bolts all the way around, and disconnect your light wire. I'm not going to bother disconnecting my light wire because I'm just going to cut it, because I'm going to renew all the wiring on it anyway. So I will so that's the rear wing off now. The next challenge is going to be cutting this last section of heater channel out here. Before I can do that, I need to go onto the inside of the car and remove the little bits along the side here and the inner door card so I don't damage it. Right, it's all stripped on the inside now, ready for removal of the heater channel. This is the heater channel here. It's actually not fixed to the floor pan anymore. It's just rotting away. I'm going to run, to be fair, this is all in quite good nick, so I'm going to try and keep as much of that as I can. This inside quarter is nowhere near as bad as that other one. I'm going to cut it along the heater channel here, and leaving a little bit on it, and then I can, once it's out the way, I can get the grinder in a bit better to neaten off the edges. I want to save as much of the inner quarter as I can to keep it original. Once it's all out, I'll clean all the rust out, see how bad the floor pan actually is. It doesn't look bad at all, to be honest with you. There's a couple of little holes there. I'll probably get this with plate metal and the other side with a repair panel. So I'll get cutting that out and then give you an update. Cover your ears to... Okay, so that's the inside done. Now, it looks like the heater channel's out, but there's actually a top skin of the heater channel left in here, so I'm just going to run a grinder along this part here and then drop it out and try and bend it loose. So I'll put you on the tripod, but you won't really see a lot at this point, and then I've got to cut it out at the end here properly. I just cut it roughly to get it out the way for now. Again, like I said, you won't see a lot, but I will try and get you as close as I can without damaging the camera. So I'm just going to cut away the old bit of heater channel on here now, from the other side. Use this to take away the paint to see the spot welds and the seam sealer, and then once I've cut it out, I'll get a drill and drill out the spot welds.
I'll leave it with some milk.
Okay. The battery died on my camera just as I was about to show you what I was doing. So, before it died, I started to clean up the spot welds ready to drill out. Well, I did. I drilled them out. I thought I was videoing it, and the battery died. So, there we go. I got the piece out that we were trying to get out, drilled out the spot welds, cleaned it up ready for re-welding. Before I put the heater channel in though, I just need to clear out all this. There was a big lump of body filler here that was making it look like it wasn't actually rusty, but it was. Still not as bad as the other side, but